adapt or get incredibly frustrated, lost, broken, angry, annoyed, whatever else you want to call it there. As you can see, it's an absolutely beautiful day today, and it was very similar yesterday. And it started extremely well. I had 3 client calls booked, then I was going to head to the track to do a training session. The kids were coming home from school for lunch. It's their day, they get to come home and have lunch with us. And then my wife and I were going to spend the afternoon exploring. I was so excited. Then my first 2 client calls were no-shows. They just didn't turn up. No notice or anything, they just didn't turn up. So that made me a little bit frustrated. So I thought, right, I'm going to go to the track and do a sprint training session. So I got ready, walked to the track. It's only a 3 or 4 minute walk away, and I got there and the track was closed for maintenance. It's closed for a whole week. So the day just kept on getting better. So as I walked back home, full of frustration, I asked myself, what can I do? All right? So instead of giving up, instead of getting frustrated like I would have done and just moped and sulked, I went straight home, put on a different pair of shoes, the shoes that I wear to the gym, my Cons, love my Cons, walked to the gym, which is 5 minutes walk away, and did an amazing, fast and explosive sprint training type weights workout, and it made me feel amazing. Then I raced home, the kids just arrived back from school for lunch, we had an awesome lunch together, we played some games with marbles, we had an absolute ball. And then my wife and I went for a walk along the port, which is where the ocean meets the river here in Saint-Jean-de-Luz, and it was absolutely beautiful. We could see the fish swimming in the water. We stopped and had a coffee overlooking the boats. It was amazing. Before, this would have broken me. It would have paralyzed me for the rest of the day, probably 2 or 3 days, made me extremely frustrated and annoyed, but it didn't. I saw the opportunity instead of the loss. I saw the chance to create something that I wanted rather than mope around frustrated about what didn't happen. We have a choice. We can adapt or we can stay frustrated. In the past, I would have stayed frustrated. Yesterday, I chose to adapt. I chose to take the opportunity to do something different, to amend what it was I'd planned in order to still get some happiness and fulfillment out of it. And it really, well and truly, worked. I went to sleep last night with a smile on my face, looking forward to another day today, and I wake up and it's dawned like this. About to have a client call, then heading off to a French lesson, and then lunch with my beautiful wife in Biarritz, where we can enjoy each other's company and relax with a few hours to enjoy some amazing French food before we go pick up the kids from school and the weekend starts. I hope you're having an awesome day. Until we talk again, please be 100% truly epic.